So the image that we have over here is of a Venetian woman in the late 16th century holding a fan in a beautiful gown pointing upwards to a sign. And this image was actually a part of a set of images by the engraver and publisher Pietro Bertelli, who made these interactive images of women that showcase the dual identities of women and of Venice itself in the 16th century. So within each image, there's actually a very imperceptible flap that can be opened to show two differing identities of women and two differing identities of the city of Venice itself. So the flap with the flap closed firstly shows Venice as a city of public repute. Here are these women in scenes of daily life. Here we can see that the woman is holding a fan, pointing upwards to a text and in a place of domicile. But when actively the reader opens the flap, you can see instead that this flap is actually a warning, a memento mori of the dangers of the vanity of earthly life. And the text says, hold on one second. And the text says, open your eyes and see what you will become. This actually reveals the identity of the woman as a courtesan or a 16th century sex worker who was working in Venice during the time. And the skeleton actually reminds the viewer of the future of damnation and repentance that awaits her by engaging in illicit and sort of unholy affairs. So both, here we can see the two identities of Venice being revealed, one with the flap closed, which reveals again the city of public repute. The second, which requires user intervention, which thus indicates the own user's fault for wanting to reveal the identity of which Venice is so famed of, right? Of its lusty sort of ribald nature, then requires user interaction. And instead of getting sort of a interesting image of a courtesan cross-dressing or of her shoes, you rather then get a memento mori or a warning of death to sort of warn the readers of his own sort of sexually illicit behavior before continuing reading the rest of the work.